Yo, what's up, guys? What's going on? Good evening. Little late night stream. Let's have a look over at the JASMY chart, see what's going on out there in crypto land. Looks like we're coming down to retest support at 1 cent 882, which is, that's all good. It's all good in the hood. We keep projecting off the 30-day SMA. RSI is cooling off 44.54, still neutral though, but cooling off. While Bitcoin cools off as well. Let's go over and have a look at the Bitcoin chart. Boop-a-doo. All right. See, as we can see here, guys, this has played out perfectly on Bitcoin so far. We had our breakout, right? We hit resistance here for a couple of days at 69, at the old all-time high, 69,000, roughly 400, 500. Now look at this, perfect, absolutely perfect. Now we were talking about this on the Patreon this morning. Perfect retest of the trend line here, as you can see, which is something that I talk about all the time on breakouts, guys. We have to have that. We don't have to, but it's very healthy to have a retest a couple of times on the old trend line of this pattern. We have this broadening wedge pattern that we've been in on Bitcoin for 7 months. We finally got that breakout. Look at this. We've had violent breaks to the downside every single time. Look at this. Touch number 1, violent breakdown. Touch number 2, violent breakdown. Number 3, violent breakdown. Number 4, violent breakdown, right? This time, we did not violently break down. We broke through. We've retested as support. Putting in a higher low right now would be absolutely bullish, especially on the weekly time frame. This is the daily. But on the weekly time frame, this would be extremely bullish as well. So we can sit here and consolidate, resting on the trend line, maybe for a day or two, while the RSI kind of resets a little bit and cools down. It's at 60.20, a little bit overbought right now, but yeah, looking good, guys. It's looking good. I really, really like this retest that we have going on here. I really like it. So just so you guys know, I will get to the comments and stuff like that at the after we get through the news, guys. So I'm not ignoring you. Leave your comments, questions, concerns down in the chat. I will get to them once we get through the news. All right, so a little bit of a correction in the altcoins while Bitcoin consolidates. Now, XCN is down 12%, but do not fret, my pet. It's only down so much because it pumped like a crazy man for 2 days. 30% yesterday, or the other day, another 20%. It was up again this morning. So now it has corrected a bit. Look at that. Volume is down. Volume is still at 18.7 million, though. We're used to about 2 to 3 million in volume on Onyx Coin. So it's looking pretty good, guys. I've been doing some DCAing over the last 2 days, guys. If you're on the Patreon or you're a member of the channel, you know exactly what I have been DCAing into. We have some very good DCA opportunities here, guys. Some very, very good ones. KASPA, 1 cent, almost 1 cent even. Good pickup. GFAL as well. Games for a living, guys. Wagon me. You guys know me. I'm so bullish on these gaming, on the gaming sector. It has not pumped yet, guys, and when it does, it's going to absolutely melt faces. Sui's pulling back a little bit, guys. We have a token unlock, a significant token unlock that will be coming up on Sui. So I'm going to see what that does. I'm hoping it does a little bit of damage to the price action of Sui so that I can find a very juicy entry point. Once again, join the Patreon to find out if I'm going to get an entry point on Sui or not. Proppy's looking good at under $1, guys. Ondo, we got some great opportunities. 75-cent Ondo, guys. Right, Pith at 34 cents. There's some good opportunity out there. What's JASMY doing right now? 1 cent 911, not too bad. Down 4.5% on the day. Volume is still at 60.79 though. Not too bad. Not too bad. So guys, listen, people are a little bit down right now. Recency bias is a weird thing, isn't it? 2 weeks ago, we were talking about a potential $52,000 Bitcoin on a pullback because we were at like 59K, right? We're closing daily candles for the last like 4 days or 5 days over $67,000, and people are bearish, right? Recency bias, guys. Recency bias is a strange thing. All right, we got some videos to get to as per usual. Let's check this out. What do we got? Gary Gensler wishes Bitcoin a happy sweet 16th birthday. Listen to this.
Mr. Gensler, you're also busy in parallel with the crypto industry. I think there's consensus on the eve of an election that all of those parties involved and responsible want to hammer out some sort of new jurisdictional framework for crypto regulators to make some progress on settling oversight of that industry. Can you talk to us about the work you're doing there and if you're making any progress in that field?
Look, there's nothing incompatible about the ledger technology. You know, it's just this Halloween, it will be 16 years since Satoshi Nakamoto wrote that white paper. So happy sweet 16 in a week. There's nothing incompatible about a ledger technology, a decentralized ledger technology, and the securities laws. And it's important that in the securities markets that investors get to decide on their investments, but they get the proper disclosure, that we guard against conflicts of interest and the like. And we're going to continue to do that at the Securities and Exchange Commission. If a market's ever going to have trust, it also needs to come into compliance. And a lot of this field, and we've seen the challenges in this field where a lot of people have lost money. Regular investors have lost money in a field that's not providing the fundamental disclosure about their projects, about these investment contracts and these schemes. And that it's a field that has a lot of conflicts in the middle of it.
I cannot wait for the day that this guy gets fired or resigns. Guys, we're so close to that happening. That honestly, that may very well be the biggest crypto catalyst you have ever seen in your life. Gensler being unceremoniously walked out the door. That's going to be absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. All right, what else do we got? Boom, KASPA. Nobody's talking about the fact that KASPA did over double the number of transactions as Ethereum yesterday. 2.6 million for KASPA versus 1.1 million for Ethereum. KASPA is the future of crypto. KRC20 is officially here. KASPA absolutely knocking it out of the park, guys. Very, very bullish. All right, we got an article to get through here. Metaplanet raises 66.2 million for Bitcoin expansion despite market volatility. Metaplanet, Japan's internet-listed company, recently exercised its 11th stock acquisition rights as it seeks to increase its Bitcoin reserve after raising 10 billion yen, 66.2 million in the process. Of the decision cements a plan to ramp up the company's presence in the virtual currency market, even though Bitcoin plunged during early Asian trading. On August 6th, Metaplanet announced a 10.08 billion yen gratis allotment of stock acquisition rights. Today, the company confirmed that completion of this exercise, achieving an impressive 72.8% exercise rate. Over 13,000 shareholders participated, contributing to the company's growth in the cryptocurrency investment. This announcement coincides with the drop in Bitcoin's price, which briefly surged to 69,000 before plunging by over $2,000, settling at 67,500 during early trading hours. Despite this, Metaplanet continues to see Bitcoin as a hedge against yen devaluation. The stock acquisition saw participation from major players, including BlackRock, the world's largest asset management manager. Additionally, Metaplanet has retrieved all unexercised rights and plans to transfer them as security sales to Evo Fund, a strategic financial partner. The shareholders of Metaplanet have also stated The decision made by the company and their support for Simon Jurovich vision, the company's Bitcoin future. He said, we are grateful for the continued support that fuels our ambition to be a Bitcoin treasury service provider. Since April of 2024, Metaplanet has been steadily purchasing Bitcoin, with each acquisition round averaging 1 billion yen. The company's most recent purchase took place on October 15th, acquiring 107 BTC valued at 1 billion yen. This brings Metaplanet's total Bitcoin holdings to 861,387 BTC, worth over 8 billion yen. The last acquisition of stock has been recently completed at Metaplanet. The next step is in development plans is the next Bitcoin purchase. This they intend to achieve through a continued accumulation of more Bitcoin in the bid to consolidate its position in the marketplace. Guys, these companies globally are seeing what has happened with Metaplanet's stock and their market cap as a company due to their adding Bitcoin to their balance sheets. This is going to become, it is becoming a solid plan for companies to do this. And this is why I keep preaching to you guys that there's eventually not going to be any Bitcoin left to buy, right? These companies are all going to want to hold it long term on their balance sheets. Combine that with pension funds picking it up and holding it long term for retirement purposes. Guys, a lot of Bitcoin is going to get scooped up and be unavailable for purchase ever again, guys. Okay, MicroStrategy continues to scoop it up at an alarming rate. BlackRock, Fidelity, so on and so forth. And these guys are not just going to let it go, right? So what happens when there's not much left to buy? Price go up, right? So pay attention, guys. Stay on the ball. Don't ask yourself if you're making the right decision, because if you're wrong, if you're doing what they're doing and you're wrong, well, so are they, right? What do we got here? Senator Bill Haggerty on stablecoin regulations.
The impact of this, though, actually gets back to the beginning of the story that you and I talked about. You think about the efforts that Vladimir Putin and these BRICS nations are undertaking to get around the United States as the reserve currency of the world. This will actually strengthen our posture as a reserve currency. It will increase demand, not only for U.S. treasuries, but also the stable coins will increase demand for U.S. dollars on a global basis. We need the proper regulatory framework in place here in America. We need legal certainty. The Biden and Harris administration have done everything they can to destroy that sort of legal certainty. This will begin to chip away at the Democrats' war on cryptocurrency and put us back in the driver's seat when it comes to maintaining the reserve currency status that the dollar has enjoyed and should continue to enjoy.
Yeah, and do you think we would see this kind of legislation from the current Securities and Exchange Commission chairman, or is this making
Absolutely
the assumption
not.
There's a new SEC chairman?
That the assumption is very clear that this legislation will move it through, and this will be ripe for a new administration.
All right.
The impact of this, though, actually gets back to the beginning.
New administration, new head of the SEC, baby. Let's freaking go. Hey, check it out. We got some Turbo news, guys. Turbo in the house. New listing, BitUnex, spot trading for Turbo. Love to see it, guys. Love to see it. Let's get into some JASMY news, though. Our good friend, Neo-san. We haven't checked in on Neo for a while. He says, it has been said that Panasonic has strong partnerships with various IoT devices. These devices collect behavioral and activity data. But this information is not linked to personal data and therefore is not subject to strict controls. This represents an opportunity to introduce into JASMY's PDL in order to develop new features. Panasonic will provide data through its IoT devices, and JASMY will facilitate their integration into the PDL. Expansion projects are currently being explored in other areas. As Panasonic has a long-term and ambitious vision for the future, particularly by integrating token functionalities into the fusion of IoT with JASMY. You absolutely love to see it, guys. If you ain't got it by now, you just ain't getting it, right? And also, guys, I have some absolutely terrible news for you. I'm sorry to be the one to tell you this, but...
Well, if Bitcoin will become the ultimate type of a form of the currency been adopted by human society, I can tell exactly what's going to happen as the worst scenario or the must scenario. We're all going to die.
We're all going to die. We're screwed. Bitcoin gets adopted, guys. If Bitcoin gets adopted, guess what?
Scenario or the must scenario. We're all going to die.
We're all going to die. Oh, kiss your loved ones goodbye. Bitcoin's going to slaughter all of us. All right, what do we got from Fox Business?
More non-investors have been buying Bitcoin and are now fascinated with who the creator might be. Let's bring in Coin Stories podcast host Natalie Brunell. Natalie, so there's an HBO documentary that claims that some guy named Peter Todd invented this. But I was reading an old newspaper article, clippings that suggested that this idea came around a long time ago. They're saying that Henry Ford actually predicted Bitcoin. He talked about replacing gold with an energy currency. By the way, he also said it would stop wars. So your thoughts on this?
Hi, Charles. Great to see you. Yeah, I watched the documentary. I don't agree with the conclusion, but the Henry Ford thing is fascinating. I mean, he essentially understood 100 years ago that if you fix the money, you can fix the world, Charles. And he lived through World War I, and I think he saw the manipulation that happened on what was supposed to be the gold standard. He saw that gold can easily be monopolized by powerful bankers and global elites to essentially fund endless conflicts through inflation. And he believed that energy, which no one can print or manipulate, could instead serve as this stable and peaceful foundation for a world currency. And that's exactly what Bitcoin offers. It redefines money and ties it to the currency of the universe, which is energy. And by dematerializing wealth, it introduces the incentive for peace and cooperation because there's nothing physical to conquer. So I think Ford would have definitely been a Bitcoiner, but he's not Satoshi.
Okay. Hey, let me talk about some of the things you laid out in the podcast, because you laid out some great questions for your guests. And I want to kind of use them with you, but ask you about it. And particularly the role of hope in the future that, you know, maybe even with human rights. I know you talked about maybe stopping or eliminating wars. Could it really be that impactful?
I think so. I mean, Bitcoin addresses the biggest global economic and political challenges that we face. I mean, it's a hedge against and also the solution to currency debasement and protects all of us from governments just printing money and destroying our savings. It's decentralized and this non-sovereign asset that no one controls, which shifts financial power away from authorities who people trust less and less in favor of the individual. And it's a real alternative to fiat currencies that will always be manipulated for political gains. And if you do care about human rights, it's a tool for financial inclusion, offering billions of people around the world access who are excluded from the traditional financial system and capital markets. And I think all of this will help reduce some of the geopolitical conflict and tensions that we have, because it creates a parallel system we can all peacefully opt into, underpinned by a neutral, apolitical, universally accessible store of value. And that's why I think promoting Bitcoin is the most noble crusade.
You know, it's amazing. I think the
Here's the thing for me, guys. For people who don't, I think a lot of people don't really have a perspective of what's about to happen here in crypto, okay? So let me put this in perspective for you. This year so far has been absolutely insane. Gold and silver just reached new all-time highs. Gold went parabolic, okay? The S&P 500 has continued. Here, I'm going to show you. The S&P 500 has put in new all-time high after new all-time high all year. Look at this, okay? Look at the S&P 500, guys. New high after new high after new high. We just keep going, right? All year. This is all, look at this. This is all year. This is from February. Boom, boom, boom. S&P 500 has been going, guys, the money supply continues to grow, right? All of these things, the financial system are going crazy right now, right? How long before this all starts to pour into crypto? How long before crypto starts to follow suit with everything else? My guess, a couple of weeks, tops. That's my guess, guys. It's going to follow suit. Like I said, S&P 500 smashing new all-time highs constantly all year. Gold smashing new all-time highs. Silver smashing new all-time highs. Money printer go burr. Rates are getting cut. Like I said, the money supply is increasing. And when that happens, Bitcoin always follows suit. So I don't know how anyone can see all of these metrics and not see what's coming, right? So just a little bit of perspective for you guys, right? All right, let's get into the chat, see what's going on. We don't have much here. Shane, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. Guys, make sure you smash the like and subscribe to the channel. Bruno's in the house. What's up, man? Les, what's up, buddy? Bought some XCN about 2 weeks. Was having trouble staking it. Hopefully, did you get it figured out? SLP pumping. SLP. What's SLP? What is SLP? SLP. Oh, love potion. Smooth love potion. Isn't this like an in-game product for like Illuvium or something like that? I think so, right? X marks the spot. Yo, 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 yo. What's up, man? California, what's up, man? Good to see you. I think I know how to handle it, but was wanting that assurance before going ahead. That's why I asked for that one-on-one. Okay. One-on-one is definitely possible, brother. I'll get you in. I'll get you in. Isaac, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. Death Bank in the house. Funky, what's going on, buddy? I see a bunch of XRP channels are saying something about the BRICS meet. You have any news? I haven't really been following what's going on with BRICS. I've been seeing it in my peripherals. I haven't really done any research on it to see what's going on. You know, I love covering XRP personally. The problem is that nobody watches XRP, my XRP videos. No one watches them, right? In this community, it might get 50 views. So that's why I don't bother putting hours and hours and hours of work into researching what's going on with XRP and then filming a video and stuff. Nobody watches it, right? Swoopa, what's up, man? We're all gonna die. Yeah. We're gonna Bruno, we're gonna die someday either way, so we're screwed. Yes. Josh, what's up, buddy? Any thoughts on Link? I love Chainlink, brother. I think Link is a staple in anybody's portfolio, in my opinion, guys. Link, if it was not for Link is the glue that holds the crypto world together. If Chainlink went down to zero tomorrow, it would devastate the entire crypto market. They are partnered and oracles for just about every freaking project under the sun. Okay, I am very bullish on Chainlink. I hope to see Chainlink break $100 this bull run, to be honest with you. I think $11.75 is a fantastic scoop up on Chainlink. Yes, I am bullish on Chainlink. Engine, was Engine just delisted a while ago from a bunch of places? Was it Engine that happened to? I think it was Engine that happened to. Might have been Injective, I'm thinking of. Might have been Injective. I'm basically neutral on this. I don't hold any. Yeah, they have the AI. Is it AI? No, Layer 1. Layer 1 NFT, metaverse, and gaming. Yeah, I'm neutral on it. I don't hold any, but I think it is a good hold. Market cap's a little high, 280 million. But I mean, it'll do very well. It's not even inside the top 100, 227th it's ranked, so it should do okay. Should do okay, especially when the gaming coins start to take off. Les, thanks. Hey, no problem, brother. No problem. Shane, are are the only days you do the one-on-ones Sunday and Monday. Also, how do I message you on the Patreon to set one? Shane, you should be able to just go to the community tab on the Patreon, and then there should be a search box at the top where you can just type my name in. But yeah, just you know what? Just send a message in the general chat, in the live chat, and I can shoot you a private message over there too. So yeah, and yes, I do them on Sundays and Mondays. Yes, guys, get over to the Patreon and book your one-on-ones as well. Bruno, but also Shane, you should know that as soon as the altcoin season starts, we will be doing the group video calls on probably 5, 6, 7 for 10 a day, right? So we'll be doing them every day like crazy, making sure everyone's taking their profits and setting their sell orders and stuff like that properly. So yes, so okay, it was Engine that got delisted. Okay, I thought so. Sounds good. Thanks. No problem, brother. Liquidity, the make or break week has arrived. What up? Liquidity in the house. Yes, guys, we are retesting. We want to see the weekly candle on Bitcoin close. Here, let me show you. We want to see Bitcoin close above 67 on the weekly time frame. We're on the daily right now. Let's go over to the weekly. So what we're looking at here, boop, 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 right? We want to close this candle above this top trend line on this broadening wedge that we've been inside of for Bitcoin. But I was talking to Wes about this. Does this not actually look like a bull flag, though? Right? Very, very possible. Right? Very possible. Anyway. Oh, we don't want that. So, anyway, guys, yes. So, you know, we got to close outside of here. I would like to see us break over 69.4 and close above there, but closing this daily candle outside on top of here, it's healthy that we retested this top trend line as support. That's very, very healthy. So closing above there on the weekly time frame will be very, very bullish. Breaking and closing above 69, very nice number, would be even more bullish, right? So yeah, big week, guys. There's a lot of time left in this week though, so we'll have to take it day by day, right? And see what unfolds. But yeah. All right, guys. So listen, that is the news, and yeah, I'm gonna go put a movie on. It's almost midnight here, so I'm gonna go throw a movie on, guys. Listen, get over to the Patreon. We just had another group video call today, and I always post the video, the group video calls. I record them and I post them so you can rewatch them. We discussed a lot about breaking down how volume in asset or in cryptos works. We talked about the SEC's future. We were talking about the XCN pumping, the setting sell orders. We're talking about Miria. We're talking about what to do with dry powder when the market is pumping. We have conversations about crypto outperforming smartphones and the internet. Onyx Coin all-time highs. Coinbase KYC, taxes. Guys, we're having a lot of very, very important conversations over there. So get over to the Patreon, join the conversation, get your questions asked and answered in real time. And yeah, I will see you guys. I'll see you guys later. Have a good night.